remember crossing the border, standing in Girabania once more. Me and my fellow scions, the warrior of light among us. Behind us, Baelsar's wall cutting the land in two. Freedom on one side, tyranny on the other. Tyranny and the promise of a new beginning. But one that could only be bought with flames and blood.
Not the best voice acting Final Fantasy XIV has ever had. You can go away. What's up, Robon? Let's go. What are we doing, Robon? Where do I go? What do we want? Greetings, Scions. On behalf of the Orzine Alliance, I welcome you to Castamorians. Thank you, General. We were relieved to hear that your forces secured the wall without incident. The Imperials made any attempt to retake the castrum since then? None. Save for a few skirmishes between our scouts and their patrols. We've had barely any contact with them. But we all know it's only a matter of time before things escalate. As if attacking Baelsar's wall weren't enough, it would summon a primal right on their doorstep. Garlemald does not like to let such shows of defiance go unanswered. It was a declaration of war, even if it was not Wilburd's to make. And now we are bound to it. For weal or for woe. The Scions stand ready to serve, General. What would you ask of us? As stated in my message, the Alliance will not proceed without the support and cooperation of the Alamegan people. We would have you serve as our emissary and make contact with the Resistance. Consider it done, General. We won't let you down, I swear. Then I'll leave you to it. Godspeed. All the Castra and all the world, you walk into mine. Master Garland, what brings you here? A certain missing Allagan weapon and Draconic Primal. Omega and Shinryu? I think the Shinobi called it. Anyway, we've been studying their trail of destruction, hoping it might lead us somewhere, which it has singularly failed to do. Then 'tis like Omega fell to Earth in occupied territory, meaning it may already be in Imperial hands. Even so, it bears repeating that we engaged the stasis systems. Assuming the command was received and executed successfully, the weapon will be of no use to them. Assuming. We should hurry up and find it regardless. All the more reason to reach out to the Resistance. If we want to press on into Garabania, we'll need their blessing. Everyone's counting on us. Let's not waste any more time talking. Okay, Elise, what the hell you want? As you've probably heard, there are plenty of factions in the Resistance. Some taking us to see the one with the most influence. Our headquarters are located in a place called Railger's Reach, an old temple to the east of here, across the Villadina River. Learned a route that should allow us to avoid Imperial patrols. Stick with me and we'll be there before you know it. Oh boy, not being able to fly again. Chocobo, Chocobo, Chocobo. I don't know. I just need to make the marker go away. It's not like I ever use it. See? I can't fly. Everything's terrible. Hi, Lise. Lice. Lise. Lise. We'll wait until I hear someone pronounce it again. Still with me? Good. From here, we'll head northeast towards the river. The water's not too deep, so we won't have to swim. What's up? We'll end up over there eventually. It's like back that way. Okay. See any soldiers? Good. Let's cross. Wondering about the tower to the south? Dum 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 dum. Part of Castor Villadina. That's what the Imperials decided to call the old bridge after they fortified it. I call it a great big eyesore. Honestly, you can see that rotten banner from absolutely miles away. They never miss a chance to rub our noses in it, do they? Come on, we should keep moving. Mounted is at least a little bit faster. Check something when we're all in Rhalgr's Reach. Stormblood's a little unique on this point. I just don't remember whether it's unique in a way that matters. So the gear you can buy with tomestones, like the Shire stuff that we're wearing, in ARR, it's purchased in Mordana, which you don't unlock until basically the end of 2.0. In Heaven's Ward, it's purchased in Idleshire, which basically you don't unlock until the end of 3.0. Stormblood, it's bought in Rhalgr's Reach, which you unlock basically at the beginning. What I don't remember is whether it's available for purchase when you unlock it at the beginning or not. Or if they alter Rhalgr's Reach later. Who's here? On the other side of this pass is Rhalgr's Reach. So you say, but all I see are rocks. Presume there is some sort of trick to this? Glamour. Good eye, Y'shtola. She's blind. Like, canonically blind. Take it they have a talented mage in their ranks, or maybe an artificer trained in the modification of glamour prisms? Something like that. The important thing is that it fools the Garleans. Oh, before we go in, I don't know if Tataru told you, but my friend Nago, the messenger who came to the Rising Stones, is a member of the section. So they know us, and they shouldn't attack us on sight. That said, they can be a bit jumpy, so let me lead the way, and, don't go reaching for your weapons or anything. And with the sprinkle of demasking dust, all is laid bare. Get to act in this? We'll see. Hello.
I remember the old stories. How the breaker of worlds came down from on high and cleft the earth with a single blow. Ralga's Reach, a holy place and a fitting home for the resistance, for the brave and the true, the loyal sons and daughters of Alamigo. They were waiting for us there, men and women whose souls still cried out for what was lost, for what could be ours again.
I know you want to come up, but I'm going to be getting up in like a minute, so I really don't want you to come up right now. You can have all the chin scriptures you want. I just don't want you to come up and then immediately kick you off. Okay, Conrad, what's up? You'll forgive us our precautions, but we couldn't be sure who had crossed the barrier. We see you now for who you are, though. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Promise of a new beginning. Now, I know you would not have come all this way unless you had something important to discuss. I'm eager to hear what it is you have to say. But let's not do this on our doorstep, eh? Come with me. This is what I want to check. They will be in here, but they don't appear here until later. It's keeping with the norm. However, like Idleshire, you can mount up in here.
Allow me to welcome you once more to Ralga's Reach, our humble headquarters.
Thank you.
My name is Conrad Kemp, and I have the dubious honor of overseeing operations here.
Dubious.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Master Kemp. I am Alphino Leveilleur of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, as are my comrades. Before I speak of our purpose here, pray allow me to thank you for sheltering Ida, forgive me, Lys, and Papalymo at great risk to yourselves.
No, there's no need for that. They risked their necks for us enough times. 'Twas the least we could do.
I wanted to, I mean, about the mask and...
Ah, don't fret over that. You're not the first person to take up arms against the Empire under a false name. We'd do the same if we had any sense. My condolences for your loss, child.
Papalymo laid down his life to save us, to give us a chance to make a better future for ourselves. There will never be a better time to drive the Garleans from our lands. But we have to take the lead on this. We can't leave it to fanatics like Ilberd.
Well, especially since I'm pretty sure he's
More than a few
super
of our
dead.
people were taken in by his promises.
Oh, people
Followed
like
all
him,
the
got
way
it.
to the wall. Good men and women who never came back. When Monago told us what had happened, how the bastard had made sacrifices of them for his twisted ritual, by Rolger it filled me with an unholy fury. But what's done is done. Best we can do now is see that it wasn't all in vain.
That is why we are here today, sir. To see that some good comes of this tragedy. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, we do hereby extend a formal offer of military assistance to the Alamegan resistance.
Cool.
Do you now? Well, go on then. I'm sure there's more to it than that. So that's the way of it, eh? The Alliance, hoping to avoid a direct confrontation with the superior forces of the Empire, wishes to engage them by proxy with our vastly inferior ones.
Basically.
My comrades and I must confer on your proposal. A moment, if you please.
Of course, Master Kemp. Take all the time you require.
So, would seem we find ourselves with a surfeit of free time. Ah, forgive me. You're free to look around Rolger's Reach. In fact, I would encourage you to do so. It'll give you a better grasp of our current circumstances. Thank you, Master Kemp. I believe we'll do just that. Let us make the most of this opportunity and assess the Resistance's capability. Free to pick our noses wherever we will, eh? I like the sound of that. Oh, I already know this place inside out. I can show you around if you like, Archon. Great. Let's get started. Let's see if doing more of Stormblood and getting more of the backstory gives me a better view on it. It's never been my favorite expansion. I think it's a major fall-off between Heaven's Ward and Shadowbringers. At least the 0.0 portion of it. Don't you think the Resistance is mostly made up of Alamegan Highlanders like me? But the truth is that we don't even account for half. Got Hellsguard from all the way over by the Spine in here. Plenty of Seekers of the Sun like Nago. There's even some Beastmen. Well, beast women, I suppose. Like that one over there. She's an Ananta. They've been here with us for a while now. No, one of the smaller factions has. The rest won't have anything to do with us. We're no different than the Garleans to them. They keep to themselves, spend all the time crafting. Not to make the most amazing jewelry, by the way. These magics to twist metals and crystals into shapes you wouldn't believe. It's a pity people hardly ever get to see their work. But then most don't even know they exist. That's enough about them anyway. Let's take a closer look at the statue of Rolger, shall we? Should start grabbing the Adlernet shards in here, though. Did I? I forgot to attune. We'll get there. Oh, you're... Where am I going? You're up here. Pretty awe-inspiring, isn't it? Breaker of worlds, who guided our ancestors to these land all those centuries ago. Needless to tell me the story on stormy nights. She wanted me to understand. To remember. At the end of the 5th astral era, when the waters rose higher and higher, people all across Eorzea beseeched the heavens for a sign. And lo, a burning star appeared in the eastern sky, and led the way to these mountains of Girabania. Those who were saved by his grace pledged to honor and revere him, devote themselves to great works without and within. A storm of blood approaches fast, hells open, heavens weep, for no one's soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. Last part was inscribed on this stone by a monk of the Fist of Rhalgr. He'd explained it to me. A day will come bringing strife and sorrow that none may escape. Waste not these precious hours, but in quiet preparation make strong the body and mind. I don't know if that storm of blood is finally upon us, but if it is, I have to believe that's everything we've been through. Everything that has led us to this point will see us through to the end. Sorry, it was all a bit melodramatic, wasn't it? Let's keep moving, shall we? Off to the infirmary. I hit there on the way. Access to Rhalgr's Reach. Oh, was that? That's not... Oh, that is everything. We just have to hit the actual... Ether. Etherite? Etherite. This is the infirmary, as you can probably tell. Here's where the resistance healers patch up the wounded and tend to the sick. No matter how carefully we planned our operations, casualties were inevitable. It's a sad thing to think about, but it's also important to remember the cost, as Conrad would say. We should go. I'll show you the other right plaza next. Oh, neat. That's where I needed to go anyway. Use this. You've seen you've seen them all, right? Not quite. This one's an older design, dating back decades, to when the Fist of Rhalgr was still here. It may look a little different, but it works just as well as any other. Show where the settlers are next, but don't forget to attune to the other right before we go. Don't worry, already been there. Arms, armor, potions, you name it, these folks have got it. Resistance would be in a bad way without brave merchants to keep it provisioned. If you're short on anything, or you need something repaired, these are the people to speak to. No, Elfino and Alize are here. Why don't we see how they're getting on? I don't need any of these.